$8 billion. Vanished overnight. The star of the crypto world, a young entrepreneur, is now in prison. America's biggest fraud. The story starts here. 2019, Hong Kong. A 27-year-old mathematician founds a crypto exchange in a small office. FTX, Futures Exchange. User-friendly, fast, it looks secure. But there was a secret from the start. The same person has another company, Alameda Research, a crypto hedge fund. A hidden link was built between the two companies. No one knows. 2021, FTX explodes. The offices move to the Bahamas. Luxury penthouses are rented. Yacht parties. The young CEO is now a billionaire celebrity. Tom Brady is in the commercials. January 2022, FTX's valuation hits $32 billion, the world's third largest crypto exchange. It surpassed Coinbase. Investors are ecstatic. No one notices. This wasn't a fortress, it was a sandcastle. The company's CEO is just 30 years old, MIT grad physicist, a math genius. Celebrities take pictures with him. He's on the cover of Forbes. He has a $21 billion fortune, but behind the scenes, there's a different story. The company's former CEO and his ex-girlfriend is running Alameda, 30 years old, a Stanford grad. She controls the secret operations. Washington, D.C. The CEO speaks in Congress about crypto regulations. He donates millions to politicians, to both parties. Powerful connections are being made. Her job is simple but illegal. Transfer customer money from FTX to Alameda. Make risky investments. Cover the losses. Tell no one. May 2022. The crypto market is crashing. The Terra Luna crisis. Billions of dollars in value lost. Alameda takes a massive hit. The panic begins. The CEO makes a decision. He will lend FTX customer money to Alameda. It's illegal, but he says there's no other choice. The first big mistake. It's forbidden in the FTX terms of use. Customer funds must be kept separate, but no one is checking. There are no regulators, no oversight. There's a secret piece of software, a special code. It allows Alameda to withdraw unlimited money from FTX. The CTO coded it. A backdoor? A digital theft system? The Alameda CEO prepares 7 different fake balance sheets. Each one tells a different story. To deceive investors. The documents will surface in court. June 2022. The CEO notices something. There's a $13 billion hole in FTX. Customer money is missing. How did it happen? Where did it go? The engineering director finds out about the situation. He's shocked, but he stays quiet. He keeps working. Was it fear? Loyalty? Greed? Summer 2022. From the outside, everything looks normal. FTX spends millions on ads, stadium sponsorships, a Super Bowl commercial. Even Larry David is in one. No one suspects a thing. August 2022. A CEO change at Alameda. The co-CEO resigns. The ex-girlfriend is left alone. The pressure mounts. The $13 billion secret is on her shoulders. The FTT token, the company's own cryptocurrency. Most of Alameda's assets are made up of this token. Its value is being artificially kept high. It's not real. Alameda's balance sheet, $14.6 billion in assets. But $6 billion of it is FTT, paper money, not real cash. A ticking time bomb. Changpeng Zhao, everyone calls him CZ, the CEO of Binance. The most powerful name in crypto. He's on bad terms with the FTX CEO, a feud since 2021. In 2021, Binance had separated from FTX. The exit deal, $2.1 billion, half of it was paid in FTT tokens. CZ now holds those tokens. He has the weapon in his hand. The two CEOs trade insults on Twitter. Ego battles. The competition heats up. A personal feud. An explosion is expected. The fuse is ready to be lit. November 2nd, 2022. CoinDesk publishes an article. Alameda's balance sheet has been leaked. The news hits like a bomb. The crypto world is in shock. Now everyone knows. The article is clear. $3.66 billion of Alameda's assets are unlocked FTT. $2.16 billion is FTT collateral. There is almost no real money. The sandcastle is cracking. Crypto Twitter explodes. Everyone thinks Alameda is bankrupt. The price of FTT starts to fall. From $22 to $20. Then 18's fear is spreading. November 4th, the Alameda CEO responds on Twitter. She says, "The article is missing information." She says, "We have $10 billion more in assets." No one believes her. The panic grows. November 6th, 2022, morning. CZ drops the bomb. The tweet. Binance will sell all of its FTT, $580 million worth. Earthquake. The FTT price collapses within minutes, from $22 down to $18, then $15, then $12. It can't be stopped. The free fall has begun. FTX customers panic. They want to withdraw their money. Thousands of withdrawal requests, millions of dollars per minute. The bank run has begun, a modern-day bank run. November 6th, the first day, $5 billion is withdrawn. FTX's reserves are emptying fast. The systems are slowing down. Some withdrawals are suspended. Chaos. The CEO tweets, "FTX is fine. Assets are fine. A competitor is spreading lies." But in the office, it's a different picture. The screens are red. The reserves are draining. The CTO will confess in court, FTX did not have enough assets for customer withdrawals. Alameda had withdrawn most of it. The truth would come out. November 7th, the CEO and CZ are in secret talks. Can Binance buy FTX? The last hope. An emergency rescue plan is on the table. November 8th, morning. Big news. Binance is planning to acquire FTX. A non-binding letter of intent is signed. The markets take a breath. Maybe it's saved. But the Binance team starts to look at FTX's books. Due diligence. The true financial situation is revealed. It's horrifying. Far worse than they thought. Just a few hours later, Binance pulls out. CZ makes an announcement. We discovered insurmountable problems. The deal is off. The last hope is extinguished. In that moment, everyone understood. FTX was finished, unsalvageable. $8 billion in customer money was gone. The biggest crypto fraud in history had happened. November 10th, the Securities Commission of the Bahamas takes action. They freeze FTX's assets. An official investigation begins. Now it's a criminal process. November 11th, 2022, FTX files for bankruptcy. Chapter 11, the CEO resigns. John J. Ray III takes his place, the bankruptcy manager for Enron, a name that will go down in history. Ray had managed the Enron scandal, one of America's biggest bankruptcies, 20 years ago. Now he'll do the same job for FTX, cleaning up the wreckage. Ray used shocking words in his first report. "In my career, I have never seen such a failure. Zero corporate control. Worse than Enron. The CEO's $21 billion fortune was wiped out, erased from the Forbes list. He was stuck in his luxury penthouse in the Bahamas. The fall had begun. Customers are helpless. Millions of people kept their savings in FTX. Retirement money, life savings. Now they can't access any of it. The money was gone." November 12th, a mysterious event. $473 million is stolen from FTX. An unauthorized transaction. A hacker? An insider? A theft in the middle of the chaos. Still unknown, the crypto market collapses like dominoes. Bitcoin hits a 2-year low, $15,800. Ethereum, Solana, all falling. Panic everywhere. BlockFi, a crypto lending company, collapses. It had been saved by FTX just a few months earlier. Now it's also bankrupt. The wave is spreading. November 27th, John Ray's report, FTX has $9 billion in liabilities, only $900 million in assets found. $8 billion is missing. The scale of the disaster is clear. December 8th, the ex-CEO and his ex-girlfriend are talking. Signal messages. She is terrified. "The police are coming," she says. "What should I do?" Panic. December 8th, 2022. The Alameda CEO surrenders. She tells federal prosecutors everything. She makes a cooperation agreement. She will testify against her ex-boyfriend. She pleads guilty to 7 charges: wire fraud, money laundering, securities fraud. She says she did it all on the CEO's orders. Betrayal? The CTO also surrenders. He was the one who coded the secret software. "The CEO told me to give Alameda special privileges," he says. the second witness. The engineering director is the third. He also admits his guilt. All three will testify against the CEO. The inner circle had collapsed. Everyone is talking. December 12th, 2022. Midnight, Bahamian police arrive at the CEO's home, an arrest warrant. He will be extradited to America. There's no escape. The CEO's photo in handcuffs is all over the world press. 3 months ago, he was a billionaire, taking pictures with celebrities. Now, he's an inmate, waiting in Fox Hill Prison. December 13th, American federal prosecutors prepare the indictment. 8 charges: fraud, conspiracy, money laundering. Each one means decades in prison. December 22nd, the CEO is extradited to the U.S. His family posts a $250 million bond, the highest bail in history. He's released to house arrest, Palo Alto, California. He will stay under house arrest at his parents' home. His parents are Stanford professors. The trial date, October 2023. A 10-month wait, January 3rd, 2023, Manhattan Federal Court. The CEO appears in court for the first time. He pleads not guilty. Judge Lewis Kaplan. The trial is in October. Months of waiting. The CEO works with his lawyers, preparing a defense strategy. He's going to say, "I didn't know." He's going to say, "The Alameda CEO was in charge." A tough sell for a defense. August 2023. The CEO's bail is revoked. He tried to intimidate witnesses. He leaked his ex-girlfriend's private diary to the New York Times. The judge is furious. MDC Brooklyn, Metropolitan Detention Center. The CEO is in jail now. He will stay here until the trial. The luxury life is over. The prison cell is real. October 3rd, 2023. The trial begins, presided over by Judge Lewis Kaplan. A jury is selected. 12 people will decide the CEO's fate. The historic trial starts. Lead prosecutor Damian Williams gives the opening statement. The defendant lied to customers. He stole $8 billion, one of the largest frauds in history. Defense attorney Mark Cohen responds, "My client acted in good faith, a math genius. The Alameda CEO made bad decisions. Bankrupting a company is not a crime." October 10th, the Alameda CEO takes the stand to testify. The ex-girlfriend, now the government's star witness. Tension in the courtroom is at its peak. All eyes are on her. She testifies for 3 days. She tells them everything. The CEO told me to prepare 7 different fake balance sheets to deceive investors. Devastating testimony. The CEO said Alameda can withdraw $10 billion from FTX with customer funds. I objected, but the CEO insisted. The jury takes notes. Every word matters. The defense lawyers question the ex-girlfriend. They try to use their relationship. Are you trying to get revenge on the CEO? Her answer, no, I'm just telling the truth. The CTO takes the stand. He explains the backdoor software. The CEO told me to put in special privileges for Alameda, an unlimited negative balance. The technical details of the crime. The engineering director, in September 2022, the CEO told me there was a $13 billion hole. I was shocked, but I was told to keep quiet. The inner circle knew. Weeks of testimony. FTX customers take the stand. They talk about the money they lost, tears, anger, silence in the courtroom, the human cost. October 27th. The CEO decides to take the stand to testify. His lawyers advised against it, but the CEO insists. A risky move, very risky. The CEO is on the stand. He makes his own defense. I acted in good faith. I didn't know Alameda was using FTX funds. The Alameda CEO was managing it. The jury looks skeptical. Prosecutor Danielle Sassoon tears the CEO apart on cross-examination. Contradictions, lies. The CEO gives different answers to every question. The judge intervenes. A disaster. Judge Kaplan thinks the CEO is lying. He lied 3 times under oath. A flexible relationship with the truth, the judge says. You've destroyed yourself. October 31st. The witnesses are finished. Closing arguments. The prosecution. The CEO knew everything. He directed everything. He built an empire on lies. The defense closes. My client is a young entrepreneur. He made mistakes. but he is not a fraudster. A company failing is not a crime. The jury doesn't look convinced. November 2nd, 2023. The jury is in the deliberation room. 12 people will decide. 7 charges. Each one is evaluated separately. It takes hours. The wait is torture. Evening. The jury has reached a verdict. The courtroom is packed. Journalists, victims, families. The CEO's family is in the front row. The judge enters. Silence. The jury foreman stands up. The verdict. Count 1, wire fraud, guilty. Count 2, conspiracy, guilty. Count 3, guilty. 7 charges, 7 guilty verdicts, all of them. The CEO hangs his head. His family cries. The ex-girlfriend is in the courtroom. Tears. The verdict is final. Maximum sentence, 110 years in prison. The CEO is taken back to MDC Brooklyn in handcuffs. His sentence will be decided in March 2024. A 4-month wait begins. Journalists outside the courthouse. Lead prosecutor Damian Williams speaks. Justice has been served. The defendant committed one of the largest frauds in history. An FTX victim. My entire savings were gone. My retirement. Now at least I know it wasn't for nothing. Emotional moments. Tears. Relief. December 30th, 2023. Prosecutors dropped the second trial. There were 5 additional charges. Not in the public interest, they say. The first trial is enough. The sentence will be final. March 15th, 2024. Prosecutors submit their sentencing recommendation, 40-50 years in prison. Defense lawyers say 5 to 6 years is enough. A massive difference. March 28th, 2024. Sentencing day. Manhattan Federal Court. The CEO gets a final word. He apologizes. I am sorry for it every day. A last chance. Judge Kaplan doesn't believe his remorse. He's not sorry, he's performing. There's a risk he will commit crimes again in the future, the judge says. A tough judge. The judge announces his decision. 25 years in federal prison, $11 billion in forfeiture, to be used for victim repayment. The gavel falls. 25 years. The CEO is 32. He'll be in prison until he's at least 57. With good behavior, it could be reduced to 12.5 years. But it's still long. Half a life. Prosecutor Damian Williams. This sentence sends a message. You can't hide behind wealth and power. Justice will be swift and severe. A deterrent message. The CEO's parents speak outside the court. Our hearts are broken. We will continue to fight for our son. They will appeal. Family loyalty. April 11th, 2024. The CEO files an appeal. The court was biased. My defense was obstructed, he says. The years-long appeal process has begun. May 22, 2024. The CEO is transferred to a medium-security prison in California, FCI Mendota, close to his family, chosen on the judge's recommendation. October 27, 2025. Today, the CEO is still at FCI Mendota, federal inmate number 37244-510. He has a daily routine. His appeal is ongoing. The wait continues. September 24, 2024. The former Alameda CEO sentence is announced. 2 years in prison, $11 billion in forfeiture, a light sentence in exchange for cooperation. Judge Kaplan told her, I have never seen such a cooperative witness, but I can't give a free pass. The crime is too large. Mixed emotions, a reward, but still a punishment. The ex-girlfriend cried in court. The human brain struggles to understand large numbers. I can't even imagine the pain I caused, she said. Genuine remorse. November 7th, 2024. The ex-girlfriend reports to a low-security women's prison in Connecticut. She'll be released in 2026. She can get on with her life. A second chance. The CTO and the engineering director are awaiting their sentences. Both pleaded guilty. Both testified against the CEO. Light sentences are expected. As of October 27, 2025, neither has been sentenced yet. Court dates were postponed. Cooperation continues. The process is moving slowly. The FTX bankruptcy process. John Ray and his team are trying to find billions of dollars. Assets are being sold. Cryptocurrencies are being converted to cash. The wreckage is being cleared. January 31st, 2024. A surprise announcement. An FTX lawyer. We will be able to repay customers in full. We have found sufficient assets. An unexpected miracle. How did it happen? Some investments the CEO made gained value. The crypto market recovered. An investment in Anthropic grew. A profit by sheer luck. Ironic. But customers aren't happy. They are being repaid at 2022 values. Bitcoin has quadrupled since then. The opportunity cost is huge. Justice is incomplete. November 15, 2022. A class action lawsuit is filed against Tom Brady, Giselle, Shaquille O'Neal, Larry David. They promoted it deceptively. Celebrities are also targets. The celebrities stayed silent. Some settled secretly. Tom Brady and Giselle lost a lot. They were victims too. Their own money was gone. Did the crypto market learn its lesson from FTX? Debatable. In 2024, Bitcoin hit a record high. People are investing again. Memory is short. The cycle continues. Regulators took action. The SEC and CFTC brought in stricter controls. Oversight on crypto exchanges increased. Late, but it happened. Locking the door after the horse has bolted. Binance CEO CZ also got in trouble. In 2024, he served 4 months in prison for money laundering. The crypto giants are falling. A domino effect. The CEO's story became a book. Michael Lewis wrote Going Infinite. He had been given privileged access to the CEO. A controversial book. Did it create sympathy? Netflix, HBO, Apple, they're all making FTX documentaries. The symbol of the crypto craze. The new generation's Enron, they call it. Entertainment content. Comparisons are being made. Bernie Madoff, $65 billion Ponzi. 150-year sentence. The Enron scandal. Theranos. Elizabeth Holmes, 11 years. FTX is in the middle. The CEO's 25 years is mid-range. Not as heavy as Madoff, but more than double Holmes. It reflects the size of the crime. Is it fair? The effective altruism philosophy was also questioned. The CEO came from this movement. Make money, do good. But what if the method is illegal? The ends justify the means. The CEO had donated millions. Pandemic prevention, animal rights, political campaigns, all with stolen money. It needs to be paid back. Tainted charity. The Miami Heat Stadium is no longer FTX Arena. The naming sponsorship was canceled. It's the Kaseya Center now. The FTX brand is erased. A digital grave. Formula One, Mercedes-AMG, TSM Esports, all sponsorships are over. Hundreds of millions of dollars were spent, all wasted. The signature is worthless. The Bahamian government seized $3.5 billion in digital assets. They have their own investigation. The country's image is damaged. Its reputation as a tax haven is stained. Stanford University is ashamed. His parents are professors there. Buildings had been built with FTX money. Now the donations are being returned. An academic scandal. The MIT grad CEO. He studied physics and math. His intelligence is undisputed. But he was immoral. Intelligence doesn't equal conscience. IQ is not character. Silicon Valley culture was questioned. Move fast, break things. Fake it till you make it. This logic destroyed people. Speed isn't everything. Are the investors also guilty? Sequoia, SoftBank, Temasek? They didn't do due diligence. The CEO seemed trustworthy, they said. Is that enough? Responsibility should be shared. No one had ever audited FTX's financials. The audit firm, Prager Metis. A small firm, zero crypto experience. A red flag. No one saw it. From John Ray's report, there was no corporate governance at FTX. Financial records were chaotic, unsupervised spending. The business plan was imaginary. Worse than Enron. Signal messages were set to auto-delete. Destruction of evidence. The CEO specifically requested it. So it won't be a problem if regulators come, he said. Conscious cover-up of the crime. 10 people lived together in the penthouse. Top executives, the CEO and his ex-girlfriend. Work and private life were mixed, no boundaries, a dangerous environment. Even the CEO's appearance was strategic. Messy hair, shorts, an old t-shirt. The image of, "I'm just a kid who codes." In reality, he controlled everything. A mask. The media had believed him. Forbes, Fortune, Time. He was made a cover star. The bright face of crypto. Journalists didn't question it. No critical perspective. That article from CoinDesk changed everything. Journalist Ian Ellison, he leaked Alameda's balance sheet. The dominoes started falling with that article. The power of journalism. There were no whistleblowers. No one from the inside spoke up. Everyone knew but stayed silent. Was it fear? Loyalty? Greed? Collective complicity? What about the employees now? Hundreds are unemployed. They have to put FTX on their resumes. Some were innocent. Careers stained. Innocent victims. The crypto industry lost trust. Major exchanges started publishing proof of reserves. Campaigns saying, "We are not like FTX." The trauma is deep. The sector is recovering. Not your keys, not your coins. An old slogan in the crypto community. It became popular again after FTX. Self-custody gained importance. Old wisdom returned. October 27, 2025. Bitcoin is rising again, $67,000. During the FTX collapse, it was $15,000. The market has recovered, but the trauma is not forgotten. There's a scar. New investors don't know about FTX. The old generation doesn't forget. 2 generations of crypto investors, before FTX and after, different perspectives. The CEO's appeal process will take years. The Second Circuit Court of Appeals will review it. Was the judge biased? Was the defense obstructed? A long journey. September 13, 2024. The CEO's lawyers. Judge Kaplan was biased. He influenced the jury. He didn't allow our defense witnesses. The court rejected it. Hope is fading. The CEO still argues he's innocent. He makes statements from prison. "I was misunderstood," he says. No remorse. The ego is intact. The denial continues. Psychologists profiled the CEO. Narcissism, a God complex, lack of empathy. The rules don't apply to me. Logic, the classic white-collar criminal profile. His parents continue to defend the CEO. Both are Stanford law professors. They believe their son is innocent. Is it blindness or love? A family bond. The CTO and engineering director are quiet. They don't appear in the media. They're trying to build new lives. But the past follows them. Google doesn't forget. The ex-girlfriend's court testimony is on the record. "I sank deeper step by step. At every stage, it got harder to get out. I wasn't brave enough." Human error, a slow slide. The biggest lesson from FTX. Trust, but verify. A charismatic leader isn't always right. Ask questions, always. There's no such thing as too big to fail. FTX was worth $32 billion. It collapsed in 10 days. No company is too big to fail. Diversify. Regulations are important. The CEO was against regulations. "It stifles innovation," he said. Now it's understood. Regulations protect the consumer. Rules are necessary. Crypto itself isn't bad. Blockchain technology is revolutionary. But bad actors are in every industry. FTX wasn't a crypto problem, it was a CEO problem. The technology is innocent. October 27, 2025. The story isn't over. The CEO is in prison. The ex-girlfriend is in prison. Appeals are ongoing. Victims are waiting for repayment. The process continues. Some questions remain unanswered. Who stole the $473 million? Where did it go? How deep were the CEO's political connections? There are mysteries. There are conspiracy theories. Was the CEO working for the CIA? Was there a secret deal with the Bahamas? No proof, but speculation continues. The internet never sleeps. The truth is, the CEO got greedy. He thought he wouldn't get caught. He didn't follow the rules. He stole $8 billion. It's simple. No conspiracy theory needed. Occam's razor. Before FTX, Mt. Gox, Quadriga, BitConnect. After FTX, Celsius, Voyager. The list of crypto bankruptcies is long. History repeats itself. The cycle continues. Who is the next CEO? What is the next FTX? The lesson of history. There is always a next one. Greed is human nature. Be careful. Stay awake. American justice worked. The FBI, SEC, CFTC, DOJ, they worked in coordination. Within 1 year, he was caught, tried, and convicted. The system worked. Democracy won. But the system has weaknesses. FTX operated for 3 years. No one checked. They only intervened after the problem exploded. It wasn't prevented, a reactive system. For the victims, justice isn't complete. They got their money back, mostly, but no one can give back their time or their lost opportunity. A loss is a loss. Is the CEO's sentence a deterrent? Debatable. 25 years. But for $8 billion, it's not a bad price. Others might try it. The risk-reward calculation, mathematics. Some wanted a heavier sentence. Madoff got 150 years. Why does the CEO get 25? Is justice equal? Privilege for a young, smart, white male. The criticisms exist. Some wanted a lighter sentence. He didn't kill anyone. There was no violence. 25 years is too much. Both sides might be right. Justice is subjective, a matter of perspective. Economics professors are using FTX as teaching material. Harvard, MIT, Stanford, a case study. An example of what not to do. Academic value. There's a fight for the film and series rights. Netflix, Apple, Amazon, they all want the FTX story. Who will play the CEO? Tragedy turns into entertainment. The CEO's life is more interesting than a novel. The rise, the peak, the fall, a classic tragic arc. Like Greek mythology, Icarus flew too close to the sun and burned. A modern myth. But the CEO is not a mythological hero. He hurt real people. Real money was lost. Romanticizing it is wrong. He is a criminal, not a hero. October 27, 2025. The CEO is at FCI Mendota. The ex-girlfriend is in Connecticut. Both are convicts. They were once lovers. Now, both are in prison. Parallel fates. The CEO will get out at 57 with good behavior. The ex-girlfriend at 32. Are their lives ruined, or is a second chance waiting? Time will tell. An uncertain future. The final question for FTX victims: can you forgive? Most say no. Even if we get our money back, we can't get the trust back. The scar is permanent. The crypto community is divided. Some still defend the CEO. The system made him a victim. The majority: a criminal is a criminal. The debate continues. Polarization. Political donations are being recalled. Millions of dollars went to political parties. Democrats, Republicans. They all have to return it. Political contamination. The SEC and CFTC filed civil suits against FTX, alongside the criminal case. The CEO has to pay billions in compensation. He'll never be able to pay it. Symbolic numbers. The $11 billion forfeiture order. All of the CEO's assets will be seized. But $11 billion doesn't exist. Maybe a few million will be found. Justice on paper. What happened to the CEO's family? His parents are still at Stanford. They are in shame. Social isolation. Their academic careers are overshadowed. Family shame. The CTO's father is an MIT professor. The ex-girlfriend's mother is in the MIT economics department. They came from elite families. How did this happen? Privilege doesn't protect. Privilege doesn't prevent crime. Sometimes it makes it easier. Connections, trust, access. But conscience is universal. You either have it or you don't. Character has no class. Final questions. Is the CEO sorry? Probably not. Is he sorry he got caught? Absolutely, yes. Those are two different things. Committing the crime versus getting caught. A fine line. The story is a lesson. Substance, not flash. The CEO looked brilliant. In reality, he was empty inside. The surface isn't everything. Look deeper. That's where the truth is. Another lesson: the system works, but it's not perfect. It was 3 years too late. But in the end, justice was served. There's a lot that needs to change. Improve it. What did this story teach you? Trust, but verify. Question. Investigate. Look skeptically at things that seem too good to be true. A life lesson? An expensive lesson? Crypto isn't dead. Blockchain is still here. The technology isn't guilty. People are. The next wave will come. Hopefully, we'll be smarter. There is hope. March 28, 2024. In the courtroom. 25-year prison sentence. The gavel falls. The story ends here. $8 billion. The rise and fall. FTX. An unforgettable scandal. The end.